Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zack, and today I am driving a 1995 Chevy C3500 dually. Up front is a 6.5 liter turbocharged diesel V8, and down below is a 4-speed automatic transmission. Now I am super excited to be driving this C3500 for one reason. This is such a time capsule of a vehicle. It's a very special vehicle. It's well preserved and it was special ordered. So we have quite a bit to talk about and quite a bit to listen to here in the 3500 from 1995. But if you'd like to submit your own vehicle and have it reviewed here on the channel, you can head on over to my website, zackbradel.com/submit. It's a quick and easy submission form. It takes under a minute to fill out, and I come out to you. And if you'd like to see all my videos weeks or sometimes months in advance, you can head on over to my Patreon for only $5 a month. But let's get back to that 6.5 liter turbo diesel under the hood. Well, this was before GM decided to get together with Isuzu to form Duramax. So this is actually a Detroit diesel V8. This was also found in like the Hummer H1 and other heavy duty applications. There were fire trucks that used Detroit diesels. So while it is a very good engine, runs well, makes a lot of power, it's turbo diesel, we don't really use them or see them as much anymore. And of course, at the turn of the millennia, GM started using Duramax in their trucks, also when they switched over to the Silverado nameplate. Now you'll see Silverado on the side of this truck. This actually has a bed cap and it had the Silverado package, but it was not the name of the truck. The C means that it's two-wheel drive. If it were four-wheel drive, it would be a K3500. Like I said, paired to it is a 4-speed automatic transmission. It is doing the best it can. It's not very good. However, it's holding up to all the torque that the Detroit diesel's giving it, so I guess I can tip my cap in that regard. Last but not least, it is two-wheel drive, of course, because it is a C and not a K. How does it feel to drive the C3500? It's big. You do have to keep an eye on those hips because the front end of the truck is actually slimmer than the rear because it is a dually. And the ride is very, very stiff because the suspension is meant for hauling and towing and doing truck things, so it's very stiffly sprung. I imagine with a couple thousand pounds in the bed, this thing would actually probably ride nicer. But today, it's giving me the works, and it's giving me a workout to drive. Other than that, though, the actual controls are very friendly, very modern, so nothing too crazy there. With that stuff out of the way, let's talk about the interior. Well, in front of me, I have 6 gauges. Off to the left is my tachometer. That only revs to 3,500, kind of funny to see. In the center is the speedometer, and off to the right, we have our fuel, oil pressure, coolant temperature, and battery voltage. The steering wheel doesn't have any forward-facing buttons or icons on it. And off to the left, we have a climate vent, headlight switch, and dome lights. Moving on to the door, we have the latch to get in and out, power mirrors, power locks, and power windows. And moving into the center, we do get our cassette player along with our factory radio. Absolutely love to see this. We do have bass and treble adjustment, which is certainly nice, but a little gimmicky here for 95. We have a separate button for our cargo lamp as well as our climate controls, fan speed off to the left, temperature in the center, where to send it off to the right, and it is working today, which it is extremely muggy and humid, so I'm thanking my lucky stars that that actually works. We do get more climate vents off to the right, we get a cubby in the center, and we have a pop-down triple 12-volt outlet with a ashtray as well. Moving into the center console, we do have openable cup holders, so we will do a big friggin' bottle test, and to many surprise, the 95 C3500 does in fact pass the big friggin' bottle test. Then on top of the center console, we have this little flippable tray. Very, very weird to see this, but then we do have an opening center console with some coin holders, and this is the original owner's manual from back in 95. The seats are comfortable. They're a very warm, very welcoming material from GM. I've said it in a million videos. I'll say it in a million more. GM in the 90s were the king of seats. The materials, the comfort, the joy that they bring me. This is more welcoming than Grandma's couch, and I absolutely love seeing this tan interior all over, and of course carried on throughout the seats. However, speaking of seats, we do have back seats, So let's go do a backseat review. All right, so we're in the back of the C3500 from 1995, and this is where the special order comes in. The original owner wanted a 4-door full cab, but also the long bed and the dually. So he was able to spec all of that, which makes this kind of a cool, interesting, and rare truck. Once we are back here, a couple of things to note. I do have a pull-out tub back here. We have a fold-down center console. Knee room, great. I have 6 to 8 inches between my knees and the seat in front of me. Headroom is great too. This is a big truck and you really benefit from that back here. I could ride back here as comfortable as I could ride in the back of a Cadillac of the era or something of that nature. This is so spacious, roomy, and comfortable. This is really, really a good experience, and I'm happy to see it. The nice fabric carries on back here. Of course, we have very small ashtrays in the doors, and we do have power windows in the back of a 1995 pickup truck. That's certainly nice to see. The S10 still had those little jump seats. So this was incredibly different. That's like going from a Cessna to a 737. I mean, this is just really, really cool. Let's hop into the very back. We'll take a quick look at the bed and cargo space, and then we'll talk about the looks. All right, around the back of the 1995 C3500. I don't like that it still says the Chevy across the back of the tailgate. I do like that it has the extra wide markers and stuff because it legally has to, but I think this kind of breaks up the very smooth design everywhere else. But we do have a tailgate, very traditional tailgate. Pull it down, nothing cool or interesting, 2 cables holding it up. And that's the bed. No crazy tie downs, no coffee makers, no speakers, no really any features at all. But it is a big bed that was meant to tow things. I'm sure many of them had the 5th wheel in the center, so very, very cool for that. Pick it back up. We'll do a quick walk around in case you want some other angles, but really nothing interesting to talk about beyond that. Now we gotta talk about the looks. And I, of course, love the look of the C3500, not only because it's very square body, very retro, and I do love the fact that it's tan. It's just tan, tan, brown, brown, tan, tan, tan throughout the entire truck. And that is so characteristic of the 90s. This was very in. This was a good-looking, dignified truck at the time, and we just don't get trucks in this color anymore. But another thing is, take a look at the side skirts and the side steps, how they're molded into the body. The dually at the bottom has this sort of skirt to it, this almost ground effect to it. Absolutely love that, and that attention to detail is something that we just don't see anymore in big dually trucks. They're so aggressive and manly. This is actually smooth, and I really, really like that look. With all of that being said, let's get on to my final thoughts. What do I think driving this C3500 here today? Well, this is an absolutely awesome time capsule of what trucks used to be like 30 years ago. It does kind of feel like everything I need and nothing that I don't. I have cup holders and AC, and that's all I really need in the modern era. This truck has held up incredibly well, although it does only have 42,000 miles. It is 30 years old. The plastics don't seem to be cracking. The fabric isn't tearing at the seams, and I like to see all of that. This is just such a cool experience to be behind the wheel of a 30-year-old 42,000 mile work truck. However, I'm going to do the one thing that I'm not very good at doing. I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna put a cassette tape in.
Congratulations on your choice of a full-size Chevrolet pickup, and welcome to the Chevrolet family. Your full-size truck has been designed from the inside out with your comfort, performance, and safety needs in mind.
Over the next few minutes, we'll discuss some of the features and controls that make this truck such an exciting vehicle to own. For more detailed explanations, please see your owner's manual.
The aerodynamic styling of this full-size pickup not only adds to its unique look, but also helps improve fuel economy.
Extensive underbody and underhood rust and corrosion protection and a base coat clear coat paint treatment will help keep your truck looking showroom new.
The standard solar ray tinted glass reduces glare and helps keep the interior cool in sunlight.
Your engine will provide exceptional performance. Both the gasoline and diesel engines will provide you with confident starting and smooth acceleration in any type of weather.
Whether you have a 5-speed manual transmission with overdrive or the electronic 4-speed automatic transmission, you'll enjoy smooth, responsive shifting.
Inside, your truck has 3-point front lap and shoulder belts for all outboard passengers and lap belts for center passengers. Extended cab models with rear bench seats also feature 3-point lap and shoulder belts.
Your truck may be equipped with remote keyless entry. This feature allows you to unlock the doors from a control on your key ring as you approach your vehicle. It eliminates fumbling with your keys in a dark parking lot. Press the unlock button once to unlock the driver's door and twice to unlock both doors. When the unlock button is pressed, the interior dome lamps are turned on for 40 seconds or until the ignition switch is activated.
We would like to remind you that on part 2 of this program, you'll find additional information and operational tips about the special options you may have purchased to customize your new truck. It also includes information on the use of child restraint devices.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Huge thank you to Matt and Al from Wisco Shenanigans for letting me borrow their work truck here today. They have an absolutely amazing YouTube channel. They're always up to cool, fun, and interesting things with motorized vehicles. So they will be linked down in the description below. I've reviewed so many of their cars and I appreciate them very, very much. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.